Honolulu's recent spike in violent crime is being carried out in part by suspects who are no strangers to law enforcement. Gina Mangieri is always investigating. Gina?
Well, victims and communities are asking, how are they on the street to offend again? I dug into what needs to change to tackle this particular crime wave and what different segments of the justice system are doing about it. These are some of the players in Honolulu's violent crime wave. You've seen many of them on past arrest reports and Crime Stoppers alerts. They're all too familiar to police, too. Picked up in some cases dozens of times, only to be out on probation offending again.
We need to stop this. I mean, we need to stop this revolving door where they're giving just a slap on the wrist and then they're let out again, thinking that, oh, this is the time they're going to learn. Well, they haven't learned the past 4 or 5 times. Why are they going to learn now?
Always Investigating documented the huge spike in violent crimes like robberies in recent weeks and months. And last week asked Honolulu's police chief and mayor, even the FBI and U.S. attorney, what they can do about it. We're following the whole cycle, from prosecutors to courts and judges, probation and parole, to find out what can change there, too.
When we charge these cases, we're going to try and get the maximum penalties we can. Extended terms, we're going to use all those type of sentences enhancements that we can to, charge these individuals and make them know that this is, this is serious and they need to stop.
Sitting judges cannot comment on specific cases to the media, so we asked retired Judge Randall Lee to weigh in.
From the judiciary's perspective, I mean, judges need to take these crimes equally as serious, impose substantial punishment. You gotta send a message to these types of offenders that this will not occur. It's not going to happen on our watch.
That would be a change in an era of restorative justice where it's increasingly common for deferred not guilty or no contest pleas and probation to be granted instead of stiff jail time. As for Troy Salas, before he was accused of driving toward a police officer at a traffic stop last week.
I think you need to hold people accountable for what they do. If not, what happens is, well, if nothing's going to happen to me, who cares, right? Who cares? I can go out and do whatever I want to do because nothing's going to happen to me. The violent stuff needs to be addressed rapidly and radically. In other words, you need everybody to put their feet to the pedal and excel and start moving these things along.
Lee says that's every silo in the law enforcement and justice cycle, from the public's awareness to the police, prosecution, local and federal, the courts, prisons and jails, parole and probation officers.
If you commit crime, you'll be held accountable. We're not going to give you a free pass.
The Honolulu acting prosecutor told me he's talked to the federal U.S. attorney, as has the police chief.
We always work with the federal government if we can. We always feel that if they can get a better sentence than us or keep them in custody longer than us, we will give the case to them.
Nadamoto says they're also turning to what they call intelligence-based prosecution to focus special deputies on cases that appear to be part of the same crime network. They'll also be going for enhanced sentencing wherever possible.
We have the elder laws, we have the extended term sentencing, we have the persistent offender sentencing, which will basically, if it's a 5-year, it becomes 10. Okay, if it's a 10-year, it becomes 20. We're not going to give these guys any type of break.
No, I'm continuing to pursue answers from all other segments of law enforcement and the justice system, and I will follow up on how each plans to crack down on this current crime wave. Back to you.